$7 million for reef fish management, $25 billion to combat Asian carp.
Dub is a shit fuck, cringe tour, etc., etc.
It's like, oh, Abel's your guy, eh, God? What if I take him out in the field and beat him to death?
It's not that they don't want to help. They don't know quite what to do. Play the radio. Make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night. The phone. Make sure the kids hear word.
Early in the morning, they went to the table with the black robe, the black shield, and they pulled out the vote.
And then they have cans of soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick, it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup from my family. They're so innocent. This is soup from my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup from my family. And then the media says, this is just soup. These people are very, very innocent. They're innocent people. I went in yesterday and there was a television screen and I said, this is genius. Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
I mean, the fossil fuel industry, they weigh in so significantly. I mean, how could it be?
But the real problem is that our leaders are dumb. Dumb. So dumb. So today, on behalf of the United States, I want to thank every Olympian and Paralympian. And that was just incredible. And what happened with the Paralympics was so incredible and so inspiring to me. And I watched. It's a little tough to watch too much, but I watched as much as I could. It was unbelievable. Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Can you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know.
I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
Doubles the shit fuck, cringe tour, etc., etc.
I eat extra sharp. That's what I eat.
Hello, users, and welcome to another show. This is the Above It All live streamed experimental experience. And, there you go. I guess I should turn this fucking thing on, huh? Oh shit, wait a second. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is my webcam broken? Holy shit. Oh, there it is. Okay. Hello, users, and welcome to another episodic installation. Asian. I had to unplug it and plug it back in. Y'all, okay, so what is this going on? Does anyone know what this is? Before we get into the rest of the show, what is this? This is not like, there's no sauce on me. This is my skin. I got like a slight discoloration. Does anyone know what that is? I was eating ghost pepper salsa this morning. So I think it might be just like a spice mark. Like I might have gotten some spice like under, like where my tongue is. You see my tongue? Like I might have gotten some shard of something like under here. I don't know. But I got a slight discoloration. I have a slight discoloration on my body. And this is what we're dealing with. This is what we're dealing with. So I had some ghost pepper salsa this morning. And when I say this morning, I mean like, what is it, 10, 13? I mean like 20 minutes ago. 20 minutes ago, I had some ghost pepper infused foods. It's infused, you know? You know what they say, infused? Does anyone ever hear this term, this marketing term? Like they do that a lot in like weed stores. Like, oh, this is an infused gummy bear. This is an infused soda pop. This is an infused fucking chocolate bar. Why is everything infused? Infused? I don't know. I don't want to be infused. Anyway, so I got a slight discoloration on my face, on my person. And this is me. This is my person. Does anyone ever, like, what is that language? This is my person? Like, it's supposed to mean, like, you know, in your pockets or something, you know? Like, oh, are you carrying your wallet on your person? But I hear that, and I'm like, my person? We abolished slavery in the 1860s, bro. What are you talking about, my person? You know what I mean? Do you have a person? Does anyone else have a person? I don't have any people. I have no person. No person, no people. I'm drinking some coffee as of this moment. I still have that slight discoloration. Like, I think it'll go away if I do this. Oh, it's still there. All right. It's a slight discoloration of some kind. All right. Well, here's a video of Rudy Giuliani screaming at random people.
You bet! You're right! You're right! I reduce crime, you jackass! You're the best! Why am I the best? You are a brainwashed asshole! And you're probably I am a class act! And you're probably as demented as Biden!
That's an insult. Okay. Okay, so first of all, this is a comedy show. All right, this is a comedy show. So I need to point out, one, the fucking Israel flags. And then second of all, I want you to look at Rudy's face and the way he twirls the flag, okay?
As demented as Biden!
Look at this. Look at the twirl. That is one aggressive twirl. I need y'all to look at this. This is the most aggressive twirl. Look at his face right here, though. Like, I need you to look at his face, okay? Like, he is pissed the fuck off. And he takes out all of that energy on the twirl. Look at that. And then that brings him happiness. So, like, okay, so hold on. How it started, right? Oh, fuck. Shit, it's not letting me go to the end. How it's going, right? Like, so he twirls the fuck out of that flag. He gets his anger out, you know? And now he's happy. But anyway, so that's not the most important part. So someone is like heckling him. I don't know what they say exactly. And then he's like, I was reducing crime, you jackass! It's like, what does that mean, you're reducing crime? Like, my brother in Christ, 9/11 happened on your watch. Like, I don't know what to tell you. If you're reducing crime and you're the mayor during 9/11, I got news for you. You didn't do a really good job. Like, I would, like, this is like, okay, so Rudy Giuliani, mayor during 9/11. So if he's reducing crime, were there 2 9/11s with the previous guy? Like how can you claim that you're reducing crime when there's some motherfuckers that stole planes and flew them into your city and destroyed multiple buildings, killing 3,000 people. Pretty big crime. So I'm just saying, I'm just throwing that out there. This whole like this whole I stopped crime or like I don't buy it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't buy it. He looks mad as fuck here. Now, okay, so let's talk about this. So this guy, he's got a banger. He looks so fucking pissed the fuck off. So Rudy Giuliani's thinking, all right, so there's this brainwashed liberal demon rat heckling me. How can I respond? Well, let's listen.
You're the best. Why are you the best? You are a brainwashed asshole.
And also, why does Rudy touch this person? Like, is this person a part of his family or something? I don't know. So, okay, so he's thinking, everyone else is thinking, all right, he's done. Rudy's done. But no, he's not done. This is like, again, you know, this is like, you know, when you think of like, oh, wouldn't it be really cool if I said this at this point? You know, it's like the jerk store theory of discourse, right? Like you're thinking over and over about what you could have said. Rudy Giuliani has no regrets because he thought of it in real time. He was about to walk away, but the moment's not over and he's going back in.
And you're probably as demented as Biden.
And then he walks away. And that's over. Look at him. He's like licking his right? Like, you're probably as demented as Biden. Like, in his mind, he's like, oh. Like, in his mind, he nailed it. Like, damn. Like, I'm surprised whoever he's yelling at, and it's not clear who he's yelling at, but I'm surprised they didn't just drop dead. Damn, they're probably as demented as Biden. Fuck, that's brutal. That is brutal. And then you look at this guy right here, like look at him, like who does that? Who does this in public? That's not a thing that I knew people did. Like they walk around in public and go like this. Like, I don't know what that means. But anyway, so Rudy Giuliani, I don't know, he's just not having a good time, apparently. He's trying to celebrate, like, some apartheid, genocidal, fucking ethno-nationalist, neo-Nazi eugenicist state. And then he's getting heckled. And then, like, but I just, like, look at the twirl. Look at it. And then he's back in. He twirls that fucking stupid ass garbage fucking Israel flag, and then he's like, "I'm back in." I don't know what this was, this event. I hope it's like actually like some Israel bullshit and not like just some more like, you know, I don't know. It's the Israel flag anyway. There's some like sirens going on. Whoa. Whoa. Did you hear that shit? They're coming for me. It's the goddamn Anti-Defamation League. And they heard the stream and they're on their way. Oh, God. Holy cocksucking Christ. Oh. Y'all, I've got a slight discoloration on my face still. Like, look at this. Hold up, let me put the glasses on. Now I'm gonna look like a drug addict here. I don't know what that's me being a drug addict. As in like I'm just a drug addict, I don't know. But anyway, so I got a slight discoloration on my face. I don't know what that is or why it's there. Don't touch it. Did I get it off? Hello, gamer man. So y'all, I want to share with you an experience. So I talk about this sometimes, but I like crafting engaging in the craft of cannabis tinctures. And I consumed some cannabis tincture last night. And I'm going to be honest, I'm really high still. I'm like extremely fucking high. And I'm like 12 hours into this shit, and I'm still here. So just throwing that out there. Y'all motherfuckers. Okay, I'm just gonna, no offense to anybody, but this message retracted stuff, y'all don't need to retract your message. If you're asking, like, yes, I ate some ghost pepper salsa in my breakfast, and now I've got a discoloration. But, like, you don't need to retract your message if you got the context clues. It's all good. It's all, like, you don't need to run away. It's like, oh no, I gotta make sure no one can read my, it's all good. I don't look high? Really? Okay. People stick out their tongue when focused on a task. It's correlated on the language centers of your brain. It frees up your brain to focus on the tongue from focusing on the goal. Courtney, what the hell are you doing? Courtney's like, I feel like you were very unfair to Rudy Giuliani, so let me explain. Courtney is like, did you insult Rudy Giuliani's tongue behavior? Well, let me give you a list of 10 reasons as to why Rudy Giuliani is a great man. Holy fuck. I don't know. I have no follow-up. Alright. Let's put these on. So there's a show going on. Let's do this one. I was defending me. Yeah, Courtney is like, I see myself in Rudolph Giuliani, aka America's mayor. I see Rudy Giuliani call someone as demented as Biden, and it's like looking in a mirror. Alright. Let me drink some more of this coffee. I didn't drink any coffee this morning until this cup. So, and I just started drinking it, so, like, bear with me. I am fucked up right now, but, like, y'all ever know, like, I'm sure some of you people have jobs or whatever. This is my job. Can you imagine? But okay. So I'm sure some of you people have jobs. Like, does anyone ever, like, go to work high on accident or, like, hungover or whatever? Like, you did something in the morning or, like, too much last night, but you gotta go in. That's what I'm feeling, right? Like, so this morning when I woke up, I was like, okay, I'm pretty high, but, like, And then as soon as I start talking on the webcam, it all comes crashing down. It's like, yep, no, I'm not. Like, walking around, eating breakfast, I can eat breakfast while high without realizing that I'm debilitatingly fucked up. But now I'm in the middle. I don't even know how I got here. I got short-term memory loss. I'm eating some breakfast. Now I've got, like, spots on my face, and I'm on a live show. What the hell's going on? But anyway, that's what I'm feeling right now. So I'm like, it's all crashing down. But I'm trying my best here. I'm a weirdo? Whoa, what the fuck? Did Bob Carmody just call me a weirdo? Of all people. Of all people. I don't have a job right now? Damn. That sucks. Or does it? I don't know. You got time to, like, jerk off all day. That's valuable. Ran out of coffee, been drinking black tea. Jesus Christ. I'd jump off a cliff if I were drinking black tea for a couple days. My God. I can't be high. I prepare foods. That's the best. I love preparing foods while high. And handling knives and stoves. I remember, I think 100% of the times that I have accidentally cut myself while cooking, it's been because I was high. And so, I'm just letting you know. Yeah, okay, I understand. You're just as weird, Bob? I doubt it. Let's be honest. Like, okay, let's be honest. Hold on. Vote in this poll. Vote in the poll. Go, go, go. Because I don't know about this. I'm just as weird. I doubt it. I'm going to be honest. I'm just being honest with y'all. I doubt it. I'm not sure if this is correct. And so we're going to ask the audience. I'm going to use my lifeline and we're going to ask the audience. I know someone who can operate pretty well high in the medical field. Like, imagine you're operating on a motherfucker, right? Like, his chest is like, you know? And you're like, all right, grab the heart. And then this motherfucker pulls out a spleen. It's like, oh, shit. Oh, fuck. You know what yeah, the last thing I want to know. Like, you know that movie, like, where the guy, like, fucking gets anesthesia, but, like, stays awake and hears people during a surgery talking about him? Like, imagine, like, that, except, like, your surgeon is high as fuck and just accidentally ripped your spleen out. Whoops. Whoops. Yeah, I don't know about this whole Bob Carmody. I apologize. I didn't mean to put you on blast like that, but you are getting owned in this poll. I'm so sorry. All right. You would probably be able to find some coffee on the way to the cliff, so problem solved. See, that's the thing. That's a good point. I prepare my best meals when I'm high. I agree. We've seen your spicy waffles. Unimpressed. First of all, it was French toast, asshole. Second of all, fuck you. Once I went to the dentist after having done shrooms the day before and discovered that the shrooms were kicking in again as the dental surgery began. Getting fucking flashbacks while the motherfucker's ripping your teeth out. I need the recipe for the tincture one of these days. One of these fucking days. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that on YouTube. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to do that on YouTube, but I'll release it. I'll do a fucking tincture recipe in like the Blu-ray box set of Cooking with the Bitch. Cooking with the Bitch, full series, now on Blu-ray, featuring the unaired illegal episode of Making a Tincture. Would I even be allowed to sell that? Would the DEA knock on my fucking door? Like, excuse me, but it seems that you're cooking drugs here. It seems that, oh, no, it's a movie. It's a movie, you know, like when you watch the movie with the weed people and they're like, whoa! And then, like, you know, you see the bag of weed and it looks like just like grass clippings. You know? No, it's a movie. It's for sport. It's a joke. All right, Bob. I'm going to put you out of your misery. I'm so sorry. All right. I know Andrea is weird. There's video evidence. That's true. Do I still have this, like, spot? It's decreasing over time. I know a lot of people who work in the medical field high. That's how they get through the day. I mean, all the power to them. It's all good. As long as I don't die, it's all good. As long as you accidentally rip the spleen out of the Trump voter, I'm good with that. We can have that conversation. Spicy waffles, what the fuck? I mean, I would eat hot waffles with hot sauce on it. That is true, I would do that, but that is not what I produced on the Cooking with the Bitch show. Now, I have eaten spicy waffles, and I will eat spicy waffles in the future. It's just that Pharmastaf is a dumb motherfucker and was confusing French toast for waffles, which I did do a video on French toast, but I did not do waffles, right? So, Pharmalabla is just an asshole. You're as demented as Biden when you think about it. All right. Everyone is so mean to Andrea. Who's mean to me? They have YouTube videos on how to make tinctures. Are you sure? Like, maybe. How is it different from an edible? It's way better, in my opinion. All right. We're getting into news. Donald Trump's Civil War post sparks backlash beyond dangerous. So I just want to tell everyone a story. Today, I woke up extremely intoxicated. I went to go make breakfast. And then, a couple of minutes, as I was starting the show, a couple minutes in, I look at the news, and I see this headline, and I'm thinking to myself, this ought to be a good one. I have not read this story yet. I don't know anything about what's going on here. This happened over the night. I'm reading it for the first time. Is Donald Trump talking about a civil war? Did he retweet something? Is it the opinion of somebody? Who knows? We'll find out.
Retweet. That was an opinion of somebody, and that was a retweet. I'll put it out there. People can decide for themselves. I don't take a position. You're not like.
All right. We're going in? Alright, it's a share post. Donald Trump, a.k.a. the Orange Man. By the way, just throwing this out there, fun fact. Donald Trump lost the 2020 election. Isn't that crazy? Like, yeah, fun fact. He's a loser. Joe Biden won the 2020 election. Okay. Has been widely criticized for sharing a Truth Social post that read Civil War. So it's possible that someone was just sharing, like, you know, the Guns N' Roses song or something, right? Like, who knows? It just says Civil War, you know, like, what's going on? The former president set up the social media site after he was banned. We already know that. The Civil War comment written by user MAGA King Thanos. This is in the news. Imagine MAGA King Thanos. You made it into the news. Here you are, and now you're on my show. Was in response to a screenshot of a March 20 tweet by El Salvador's president, Nayib Bukele, which was shared by former CBS News correspondent turned right-wing conspiracy theorist Lara Logan. There's so many layers here. So the president of El Salvador is tweeting, or something, or a post, whatever. MAGA King Thanos reposts the post and says Civil War. And then Donald... Okay, so we're going in. All right. In the tweet, Bukele wrote, "The most powerful country in the world is falling fast. That it makes you rethink what are the real reasons. Something so big and powerful can't be destroyed so quickly unless the enemy comes from within." That's actually a good tweet. Based Nayib Bukele on this one. Yeah, it is true. The most powerful country in the world is falling so fast. That is factual. I don't agree with this guy on pretty much anything. On that one, all right. So far, so good. The tweet was cited. The tweet cited a Bloomberg op-ed headline, inflation stings most if you earn less than 300K. I think we talked about that one on my show. Yeah, when you know, not many people in this country can survive off of less than $300,000 yearly. So, you know, it really stings. It really fucking and then we have a picture of Trump doing the, you know, right? Because that's part of the... It's part of our experience scrolling through. In response to Trump's repost, the anti-Trump political group Medias Touch tweeted, "The disgraced twice-impeached former president just shared a post from another user on his social media platform calling for civil war. This is beyond dangerous." So, I don't know if the guy was, you know, calling for civil war or just saying that there's a civil war. Or, like, I am under the impression that we are in a civil war. I feel like in the future, there will be more of a hot war, in my opinion. And I think in the history books, if you were to trace back the civil war that, you know, exists, you would trace it back to the point that's before now. That's my opinion. But I could be wrong. I could be a little nutso. But, you know, it's not looking so good in this country. So Adam Kinzinger said something. I don't really care what he said. Okay, here's the post. Okay, retruthed. He retruthed it. How many truths you got? Oh, I got 205 truths. Yeah, I don't really care what people are saying. But anyway. Wait, it would concern me, Gates replied. Is fucking... Oh, Robert Gates. Okay, I don't know. I don't care. Anyway. So, Civil War. There you go. That was not nearly as good as I thought it would be. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a little disappointed by this. But anyway, I agree with the fact that, one, we're in a civil war. I agree with the fact that our country is failing. That's all I agree with. You know, so, I don't know. There you go. What was it? Yeah, hold up.
Retweet. That was an opinion of somebody, and that was a retweet. I'll put it out there. People can decide for themselves. I don't take a position. You're not like...
Goddamn Tyler's in the stream. This fucking guy, Tyler, was harassing me on Twitter.com yesterday. I'm gonna be honest. I cried myself to sleep from Tyler's outburst. It's honestly, you know, I told everyone, I woke up really high today. And why did I get high yesterday? It was to cope. It's to cope. That's why I got high. I was living my life. I was great. I was feeling phenomenal. And then Tyler sends me and I you know, walked myself back from the edge in the ledge. In order to cope with the stress of being alive. And it's better if I don't show it. It's like the ending to Cube, you know? You don't show it. You know, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you got to imagine. You got to be like... For the pupil. Goddamn pupil. Got to show the tweet for the pupil. Yeah, that's right. I'm high as fuck right now. This is me when I'm high. Okay. Oh, Lord of mercy. I went onto Twitter and I got this video open still. Remember this shit?
I am a class act, and you're probably as demented as Biden.
Remember that? Yeah, that was open on my Twitter. Hold up. So let's turn Rudolph Giuliani off. We gotta turn him off. What's the easiest way to turn Rudy Giuliani off? Is to walk in with a camera. Am I right, people? It's a joke. I'm scrolling through my banger tweets. I post a lot of good tweets. Look at this shit. These are some real good ones. Holy fuck. Oh my god. Where is this bowl? Tyler, did you delete the post? What the fuck? This guy. See, I'm trying to find the tweet, but you fucking tweeted everything. Tyler tweets like more than anyone I've ever seen in my life. This guy's tweeting at Mehdi Hassan, tweeting at David Sirota. Who else are you tweeting at? This motherfucker's tweeting in Politico threads. This motherfucker can't keep his mouth shut. What are you doing? You're tweeting at Ken Klippenstein. I'm trying to find this fucking tweet. You're tweeting at Benjamin Dixon. Who are you? Why are you tweeting at all these people? You're tweeting at Marianne Williamson. Oh shit. Goddamn Marianne Williamson. I can't find it. I give up. This motherfucker tweets too much. Alright. Okay, it's over. Okay. This motherfucker tweets like 90 times. He's tweeting at everyone, and this guy. Whoa! Tyler is a posting machine. This motherfucker. Tyler's got to reply to my tweets more often. I feel like I'm left out. Tyler's like tweeting at Ben Dixon 100 emoji. Tyler's tweeting at me, yeah, your mom's dead, bitch. Like that. What the fuck? That's insane. Imagine if goddamn Tyler was tweeting at like Mehdi Hassan, going like, "Fuck you, motherfucker, your mom's dead." Why? What the hell did I do to deserve this? Holy fuck. That's insane. Oh my god. Goddamn Tyler. Holy shit. Oh. Alright, okay. Okay. So I'm gonna start this segment by going like this. You might not know what this is. So if you're watching this, you might be thinking, why is this stupid ass idiot wearing sunglasses inside going like this? Well, I'm going to show you why. It's because we're going to be talking about this guy, Mike Pence. And in this photo, he's going like this. And I think that that's funny. So, Pence has opened a 2024 run against Trump. Former Vice President Michael Pence signaled that he has opened to a 2024 presidential run against former President Donald Trump during an interview with the New York Times published on Monday. I would like to remind everyone that Donald Trump lost the 2020 election. I would also like to remind everyone that Mike Pence lost the 2020 election. You got a lot of losers walking around. A lot of fuckface asshole losers. Am I right, people? Why it matters. A run would mark a definitive turn in the relationship between Pence and Trump through the growing rift there's a T, between them has been evident for some time, with Pence disputing Trump's claims that he could have overturned the 2020 election. Back in March, Trump admitted the two had not spoken for a long time. What they're saying: we'll go where we're called, Pence told the Times during the interview, which was conducted last month. Pence added that he and his wife Karen would approach the matter through prayer. That's like a sitcom idea. Praying with Karen? A Michael Pence story? The other side. Trump spokesperson Taylor told the Times that Pence is desperate to chase his lost relevance. Damn. That's crazy. The reality is President Trump is already 82-3 with his endorsements, and there's nothing stopping him from saving America in 2022 and beyond. 82-3 with his endorsements. Let's talk about 3. You know who's in the 3? Madison Cawthorn. The big picture! Pence will stump on Monday for Georgia Gov. Brian Kemp. After Tuesday's primary election, the Times reported, Kemp earned Trump's ire for refusing to back his baseless claims about the 2020 election. Alright, there you go. Pence has been accumulating a war chest for a 2024 run. What do you think, y'all? You think he's going to do it? I could see Mike Pence... I shouldn't. Imagine if Mike Pence runs. You know, I mean, hey, Trump's guys wanted to kill him last time. I think he'll run. Why not? Like, why wouldn't he? Like, you might as well run, boost your profile, sell a couple books, back out, you know, when it gets boring. Fuck it. I'm in. I get it. I'm taking these fucking things off. Wow. The world is so bright out. Holy shit. I need everyone to realize that by this time next year, we're going to be in the primary. Like, we got 1 year left until these motherfuckers are going to start storming the stage with their goddamn bull. Holy fuck, this coffee is not... It is not doing what it needs to right now. Ooh! Oh, what a hell world. Oh. I'm listening to the sounds of my chair. Can you hear that? Hold up. Listen to the squeak. Like, I could do that all day. I'm gonna see if that got picked up. Not really. Yeah, you can hear it. Okay, picked up. Excellent. Anyway, is this red thing still on my face? It's a little bit. Look at that shit. Where's Max? That's a good question. Max! Max! Oh, I hear him. He's coming. He's coming. Max! He's coming. Holy shit. Check it out. Come on up, pup. Come on there a humming sound? I don't know. Look at this dog. Look at this dog. Look at this dog. Can you imagine, like, living your life with this precious goddamn animal? I thank dog every day. Oh, thank you, puppy. God damn. I'm gonna cry. Oh. Alright, time to put these back on. Oh, Max is not done. Alright, come on, Max. Come back up. Round 2. Round 2. Oh, is he done? Are you done? Come on! Alright, there he goes. This fucking dog. Holy shit. Holy shit. I'm losing it. Alright. I'm losing it. Alright. Goddamn Jif. Y'all know about Jif? Some Jif peanut butter products recalled for potential salmonella contamination. Oh shit, the CDC is on this? Whoa! The CDC is talking about preventing a disease? That's new. This should be in the news. CDC starts to actually do its job for once. That should be the headline. Who gives a fuck about Jif? That's the bigger story. That is the way bigger story. Breaking. CDC does its job for once ever. Wow. That's insane. J.M. Smucker Company issued a voluntary recall of select Jif peanut butter products sold in the United States due to potential salmonella contamination. The recalled peanut butter was distributed nationwide in retail stores and other outlets. Recalled products include the products with lot codes 1274425-2140425. Lot codes are included alongside the best if used by date. If consumers have products matching the above lot code numbers in their possession, they are advised to dispose of them immediately. The FDA reports that there has been 14 cases of illness, including 1 case in New York. 2 people have had to be hospitalized. More information can be found on the FDA website. So, okay, here's my fucking question. So you're telling me I bought peanut butter with my money? You know, have you heard about inflation, motherfucker? Has anyone heard about inflation? First of all, I'm buying brand name peanut butter? Like, what the fuck? And now I'm just being told to throw it away? Can I get a refund? Like, can we talk about this? Like, whenever there's recalls and this kind of stuff, they never offer you a refund. Like, can I, like, go to the factory and show them this jar of peanut butter with the lot code on it and say, give me another one? That's fucking like a $4 jar of peanut butter, motherfucker. It's worth the risk. That's a lot of food. Jif fucking sucks, by the way. Jif fucking sucks. Like, can we talk about this? Jif is fucking garbage. But, like, also, that's crazy. Like, I didn't do anything wrong. I followed all the rules. I went to the store, I bought food, and now you're telling me I gotta throw my own food away? It's insane. It's insane. Goddamn Jif. Is this from New York? All right, this is crazy. This, when you see a headline, sometimes, it's on Fox News, okay? But when you see a headline, sometimes you think to yourself, damn? Damn? Like sometimes, and those of you watching the video version of this right now, hello, you're a time traveler, or I guess I'm the time traveler. But those of us watching the live stream, you have no idea what I'm about to talk about. This is insane. I'm going through the news, and I'm thinking to myself, this is earth-shattering. This is the biggest news story of the week, of the month. Like, it's possible that this is the biggest news story of the year. You're thinking to yourself, what? Are you serious? Yeah. Just wait. I'm going to turn it on the screen in a second here. So, this is some crazy shit, okay? So, there's these people out there. Some of them, like, run for office, right? And, you know, when you're running for office, you say things, and then people respond to them. All right, are you ready? Check it out. Stacey Abrams says Georgia is the worst state in the country to live, despite owning multiple houses there. Oh, here we go. All right. Democratic gubernatorial candidate Stacey Abrams declared Saturday that Georgia is the worst state to live in the country, despite owning at least 2 houses there. I'm running for governor because I know that what we have to have is a conversation about who we are in the state and what we want for each other and from each other, Abrams said during a speech in Gwinnett Democrats Bluetopia Gala, and so many fucking words, according to audio posted by Gwinnett. I am tired of hearing about how we're the best state in the country to do business when we are the worst state in the country to live, she said. Abrams acknowledged such a statement would be politicized, and further explained that her state has lots of room for improvement on issues like mental health and incarceration. You know when you're doing a goddamn fucking test or like some essay or something and your teacher says needs improvement? I don't know. We need improvement. I don't live in Georgia. Let me contextualize, she said. When you're number 48 for mental health, when we're number 1 for maternal mortality, when you got incarceration rate that's on the rise and wages that are on the decline, then you are not the number 1 place to live. Georgia is capable of greatness, but we need greatness to be in our governor's office. We need someone who actually believes in bringing us all in there together. Or bringing all of us in. I don't know what the... I'm high. Yo. Like, isn't that crazy? Like, okay. So Republicans are campaigning on everything's fine. Georgia's great. So vote for us. And we'll do nothing? Because it's already great. You don't need to make Georgia great again. It's already great, right? Like, according to the Republicans. And then she's like, oh shit, we need some improvement here. But wait, don't you own houses? Yo, Republicans, I swear to God, I was saying this the other day. Republican voters, are the dumbest motherfuckers that have ever been alive throughout the entirety of human history. Just real quick, let me say this. When you look at the gulf of available information, right? And what a group of people are like information, what they're using, how they act and behave. Republicans are the dumbest, right? Can you really blame people 10,000 years ago for not knowing things about, like, you know, fucking, I don't know, anything. Like, they weren't too scientific. Can you really blame them? You know, can you blame people 2,000 years ago for thinking that, like, God was real and that, like, Jesus was, like, doing miracles or something? Like, can you really blame them? They're fucking dumb. They don't know what the fuck they're going... Like, they're just fucking stupid-ass motherfuckers. Right, but we've got such profound access to information. Like, we can just look up, oh, What's the list of top whatever states in this category? And we can see Georgia sucks in every single one of them. Like, that info is there. Republicans are just like, nah. 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 Like, what? Like, wouldn't you want to be, like, at least number 47 in mental health? You know? Like, there's a lot of room for improvement. Number 1 for maternal mortality. Wouldn't you, like, maybe want to go from 1 to 2? Like, improve, like, slightly? But Republicans are just like, no. You own a house. Therefore, everything is fine. What? Abrams, who's worth over $3 million, and as of last year owned at least 2 houses in Georgia, later doubled down on her worst state comment on Twitter, writing that her Republican rival, Gov. Brian Kemp, doesn't care about Georgians. Georgia may be number 1 place for biz, but we're number 48 in mental health. Number 2 in uninsured. Yeah, that's basically what we already read. Alright, so Kemp said, this is Brian Kemp speaking. Stacey Abrams may think differently, but I believe Georgia is the best state to live, work, and raise a family. And Marty, the girls and I will work... Wait, what? Marty? Who the fuck is Marty? Who the fuck is Marty? It's like that episode of SpongeBob where Patrick has, like, the random parents that aren't his parents, but they think, and at the end of the episode, they're like, who's Marty? Who the fuck is Marty? And Marty, the Goyles and I will work hard every day from now until November to keep it that way for 4 more years. Who the fuck is Marty? Who is Marty? Who is this guy? So Brian Kemp is having like a schizophrenic episode on Twitter.com. Yeah, Georgia's so good. It's the best place to live. By the way, Marty. Hey, Marty. Me and the girls, we're going to do such a good job. What girls? And Marty, the girls and I will work hard every day. The girls? What girls? What? What? The girls and I and Marty. All right, okay. So let's hold on here, okay? Marty, comma, the girls, comma. So, the girls are Marty? Like, is comma, the girls, comma, like, accentuating Marty? So, Marty is the girls. But then that doesn't make any sense because then there's and. Marty, the girls, and I will work hard every day. Who the fuck? Who is this guy talking about? This is this is irrational, illegible shite is what this is. This is crap. This is fucking crap. This guy is there's an imaginary man in the room named Marty. And then also the girls. So there's Marty and then the girls. What the fuck does that mean? You don't even know their names? You know Marty's name, but you don't know about the girls? Who the fuck is Marty? Alright, let's keep going. During a speech, Abrams said Kemp has failed so miserably on so many accounts, including his handling of the COVID-19 pandemic and climate change. You don't have to be a Democrat to know that climate change is real. You don't have to be a Democrat to understand that criminal justice reform is the way forward, she said. Brian Kemp just doesn't care. Apparently, Brian Kemp does care. He cares about Marty? What the fuck? Who is Marty? Like, I want to do some investigative journalism. Who the fuck is Marty? Is this guy Marty? This guy is Kurt. Who the fuck is Marty? And Marty. The girls. And I. What the fuck? Who the fuck is Marty? His wife? Marty is his wife? What? Marty? Hey, I'm fine with, like, you know, breaking the gender binary and everything. But last time I checked, Marty is not a woman's name. Like, and that's fine. If you're a woman named Marty, that's cool. More power to you. But Marty is a man's name. I'm just saying. I'm just like, what? I've never heard. Who the fuck is Marty? Like, now, again, I'm just saying, right? Like, these are the people that believe that, like, you know, gender is absolute and everything. And he's got a wife named Marty. So, I don't know. Like, that's strange. That's fucking strange. But that's fine, you know. It's all good. Like, honestly, I have newfound respect for Brian Kemp. That he married a Marty? So, that's cool. Anyway, there you go. Stacey Abrams. She lives in a house. Cancelled. Fucking Marty. Who the fuck is Marty? Marty is her actual name. She was born Marty. Who the fuck is that? Who is this? Who are these people? Oh. Come on, Maxie. Come on. He's at attention. He's ready to go. Come on up, pup. Max is like, you need to get a bigger fucking corner because I can't even maneuver in here. Come on up. He's a large dog. Max, why are you so large? Why are you so large? Come on up. Come on up. Come on. You're so big. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're pulling my hair. Look at this fucking creature. I bless God every day or something. He's a large dog. Did y'all know that Max the dog is 65 fucking pounds? Why are you so big? Why are you fucking so big? Who the hell is feeding you all this food? How did you get so goddamn big? Holy shit. God damn it. Are you, like, what are you doing? Do you need help? Like, you can leave. You can't even see what I'm seeing. But Max is, like, walking away, and then he's turning around, and then he's walking away, and then he... You can go. You're free to go. You're not imprisoned. You're welcome to go. Mudjo has the salmonella Jif containers. This motherfucker's out there buying Jif. That's the real story, is that Mudjo has bad taste in peanut butter. God damn, what a freak. Who the fuck is this Marty person? If she was born Marty, she can't help that. I know. I mean, I'm all in. It's just, I'm interested. How old is Max? I don't fucking know. He's as old as a goddamn dog. Yeah, Mudjo is gonna crack into that Jif. Am I being detained? Woof. Alright, y'all. We're going to get into the movie review portion of the program. The movie portion and the chillaxing portion. Yeah, that's right. We chillax here. at the Above It All live streamed show. We chill. I got some carbonation. Oh, fuck. You have a 150-pound fucking Rottweiler? What? What? What the fuck? The average weight of a Rottweiler is like 120 pounds. Like, your dog is going to die. Your dog is going to fucking die. Your dog is eating themselves to death. Realign, you need medical intervention. That is insane. I'm just trolling. I looked it up. The average dog size for a Rottweiler is 120 pounds. So, but yeah, my max dog, he's 65. He's a cool dog too. I'm looking at him. Hold up. I'm looking at him right now. Yeah, that's right. You don't know how pounds work? Well, clearly, you're fucking feeding your dog too much food. Clearly, you don't know how pounds work. You're giving your dog like 30 pounds of food every day, and they're fucking gonna die of something. Oh, I'm sorry to troll you, but I'm just, you know, I'm riffing off of what I see in the chat room. You're the one who's giving me the stimuli. I'm reacting to stimuli. What can I say? So these glasses have like this weird feature where like they can change the, like, I don't know why that's a thing, but like, look at this. Why would anyone do this? This shit was fucking around in my goddamn ear. Alright, fuck! Forgot that I was doing a show. I'm live on stream right now. I am live on stream. I am live on stream. Ugh. Okay, so we're doing the movie and chill portion of the broadcast. Damn, should I get the fucking... Hold on. Hold the phone here for a sec. How's everyone going? Got the glasses. There's a brand name for these shades? Doubt it. Doubt it. There's no like label on this at all. This is just a work of art. Oh, the previous ones? Yeah. That's called Wish.com Pit Vipers. AKA they made them up. Like, they're made out of like extremely cheap plastic. And they'll break if you like drop them. Alright, So we got a show, I guess. I'm doing a program here. We're going to be entering the movie portion of the show. The moving picture portion of the program. We have a programmatic program lined up today. Huh? Let's All right, let's see if I can even set this up. Okay. So, yesterday I watched a movie. And I watched Interstellar yesterday. And I'm going to try to talk about this with the glasses on, but this is very difficult. All right, so I watched Interstellar yesterday. It's a film. It's a filmographic experience. There's so much that I could say about this movie. It's another Christopher Nolan. I'm in the Nolan verse. I'm experimenting. I watched Inception earlier this week, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch Interstellar. It's a good one. Let's check it out. So I checked it out, and I did copious amounts of magical fungi. A lot, actually. I did a pretty decent amount. Magical fungi. Watched this movie. Now, I just want to say, this is a 3-hour movie. Right? It's a long one. It's a long movie. And so, it encompasses, the majority of a mushroom experience. So, I just want to say, I don't know if the movie was designed to be at the peak of the mushroom experience for it to be when it starts getting good. But I remember okay, so the movie, I don't know, it's a good movie. I think this is a really, really good movie. I like it a lot. So I'm watching this, the first 40 minutes is the setup, it's the classic. You get to know about the world. They're on an apocalypse, that's happening in real time, but it's slow. There's a dust bowl, it's they're all getting fucking dusted up. We live in the population of the earth is collapsing into nothing, right? It's it's classic. It's classic, we all love that kind of shit. And then so we got Matthew McConaughey, who's got kids in this movie. He has children. And one of those kids is a ghost in a room. It's oh shit, there's a ghost. So I'm thinking watching this movie, there's a ghost in this movie? There's a ghost in this movie? Okay, there's a ghost. And turns out, by the way, spoiler alert, the ghost was Matthew McConaughey, right? Okay. Whoa, right? Okay, so hear me out. So Matthew McConaughey as a kid, okay? And then, while he's interacting with his kid, he is also a ghost. How does that make any sense? Well, hear me out. I don't know why people in the chat are saying that this movie gets bad reviews. I think this movie is a masterpiece. I think this movie is excellent. The music is great. It's phenomenal. I mean, the music is so good. The effects are phenomenal. The story is phenomenal. The ending is just wow. This is an excellent movie. I mean, I'm willing to say this is another masterpiece. But I'm a Nolan fan. Consider me a Nolan fan. So anyway, so Matthew McConaughey, by the way, who's the ghost? Spoiler alert. I really hope I didn't spoil the movie for anyone who's not seen it, by the way, because this is a masterpiece. You have to watch this fucking movie. I love it. It's a bit of a stretch. No way. Fuck you, Sal. Got horrible reviews. Anyone that rates this as a horrible review they're stupid. I mean, they're just fucking dumb. Right, so anyway, so he goes to the secret NASA compound. By the way, okay, let's talk. My favorite part in the intro, right, the pre-NASA part. My favorite part is when Matthew McConaughey gets called to school, right? His kids are fucking around at school. And he's like, oh, what did my daughter do who's 10 years old? Apparently in this universe of the movie, right? The official textbooks in the universe of the movie say that the Apollo moon landings were fake. And apparently, like, Murphy, the child of Matthew McConaughey, like, beat the shit out of a kid for saying that because she believes that they're real. I just want to say, that's great. That's great. Like, I mean, that's... Okay, so you're telling me this 10-year-old, so badass, she's following in the footsteps of Buzz Aldrin. You remember that video where Buzz Aldrin, like, punches some guy out who claimed that the moon landing was fake? Yeah, that was great. So she got suspended, and then I love that scene where Matthew McConaughey is, like, just goes back in the car and was like, I got you suspended from school, and then they go, like, to, like, a baseball game and have a good time. That's great. I love that part. Anyway, I like the first part of the movie is really good because it's like it shows you the characters, you know, they meet each other and it's like, you know, and it's like they have a good rapport and it's like, you know, I like the first part. It's a little weird, like Matthew McConaughey like goes to the NASA thing and then he's like, okay, they want me to pilot the ship, and then he leaves his kids. You might why go right now? Like wait a little bit, you know, like I don't know, have like a 3-day weekend with your child and your other child and your father-in-law, have like a fucking party. But no, like he immediately like leaves for space immediately. That's like, that part didn't really make too much sense to me, right? Like why did he leave Murphy while Murphy is crying? Why didn't you just like, oh, let's do a 3-day weekend, let's fucking get some drugs and let's fucking do some, you know, let's have a good time. But no, he just leaves, he goes to space, you know, okay, alright, that's fine. That's fine. But anyway, so I love the space part, right? Like the space part obviously, you know, is pretty fucking good. So, okay, so he goes to NASA, which is, by the way, a secret organization now. It's like a secret society, which is cool. I'm into that part. And then they're like, all right, so we sent some other motherfuckers into space. And they're looking for planets. Right? And so they're going to tell us what planets are cool. And you're going to go in and bring a bunch of, like, fucking embryos. You know what I mean? And we're going to bring those embryos and make a new colony on a new planet. All right. That's cool. But also, you know, they do this whole thing where it's like plan A and plan B. Like plan A is to try to bring all the humans to one of these planets too on Earth. Because Earth is... I don't know why they don't just try to save Earth or like build a dome or like tunnel underground. I don't know, whatever. But okay, they're going to go for another planet. I'm in. So how are they going to get to other planets, right? Oh, well, there's a wormhole. Okay, there's a wormhole, right? Like it follows in the kind of lineage of 2001, right? Where it's like, okay, so there's some form of an alien or something, and they're giving us like a little bit of like a head start or like a, you know, go here, you know, and then we go and then we find the other planets. Okay. So I just want to say when they are going into space, like everything before the wormhole, like, okay, so keep in mind, I'm watching this movie on shrooms. Okay. And so I'm watching this movie on shrooms, and it's a 3-hour movie. So if you ever done shrooms before, I would say that shrooms are about like a 3 to 4 hour experience on average. You know, unless you're doing a fuckload, then sometimes it'll last like 6 to 10 hours. But, you know, I was not doing a fuckload. I was just doing a good amount. Anyway, so about an hour in, right, like when they're launching into space and they're going throughout space, there's a lot of like sound design in this movie where it's like they simulate, there's like no sound on the screen because they're in space, right? So the camera's in space. 2001 does that a lot too. Anyway, so like that was freaking me the fuck out. That was freaking me the fuck out. Because it would go from like the really heavy music, the like loud music, and then like they're all talking, and then it cuts to nothing, and it was freaking me the fuck out. I had that same experience watching 2001 on shrooms. And so anyway, I just wanted to comment on that. So they go into the wormhole. It's by Saturn or something. They're in the wormhole. That part's cool, right? When you're looking at all the effects of the space-time and all that shit. That's awesome. I love the effects in this movie. They're really good. They're really fucking good. I didn't think the music The music was too loud, Sinquil? This motherfucker in the chat. Oh, the music's too loud. The music's the best part of the fucking movie. Like, if this were a silent film and it was just the fucking soundtrack, but like oh, the music is so good. Anyway, so they get out on the other side of this wormhole, and then they pick up like data beacons from the first team that was like sent to navigate to look at all these worlds. And then they go to the water world. Yo, man, I love the water world part. That might be like my favorite of the planets, right? Like, you know, you got Matt Damon's like cringe world, but the water world is great. So they go to the water world, but before they go there, they realize that the relative time dilation or whatever. You know, Matthew McConaughey wants to save his kids, right? He is not aware that like the fucking like, you know, embryo bullshit, right? Like, he's not aware that like, he doesn't give a fuck about the embryos. He wants to go back and save his kids, right? So like, he's like very concerned about the black hole. Like, there's a black hole there too, by the way. There's like 2 black holes or some shit. And he's very concerned that like that's causing time dilation. That's going to make it so that everyone on Earth is going to like age up and die. But, you know, you got to check out this water world. You got to see what's going on. So they go to the water world. Yo, when the fucking tsunami, when they show the tsunami in the background, oh. Like, that shit, again, I'm watching this movie. That's like, what, like 90 minutes into the movie or something? Right? And, like, that's where I'm starting to, like, you know, I'm starting to get, like, some very interesting visuals from my experience. And then, like, when they show the tsunami, like, coming in at the fucking... And they're all running into the spaceship or whatever to get out, and the tsunami is about to, like, take over the whole fucking thing. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Anyway, so the person that landed there before, whatever, got destroyed, I guess, in a tsunami. And, like, all of her data was pointless. You know, they gained nothing, and they wasted, like, 23 years or something in Earth time, and they accomplished nothing. So they go to the water world. They get fucked up by a tsunami. One of the space crew dies. And they got nothing. It's like, oh, it's a dud. Whoops. And, okay, so I just want to say, that part, I love it. I love, because it's like, the whole, like, first half of the movie is, like, building up to this wormhole. And as soon as they get on the other side of the wormhole, the first mission that they do is a spectacular flop. I think that it's a great setup. I really think it is. Like, okay, so it's already, like, we aged 23 years, right? Like, so, like, my kids are already grown up. That fucking... Yo, that scene when he gets back into the ship after the water world, right? And the guy who stayed behind on the spaceship was like, it's been 23 fucking years, bro. Like, it's over. It's done. You fucked up. But anyway, when they get back on the fucking ship and Matthew McConaughey is looking at all of the videos, right? Because, you know, they could receive messages, apparently. Right, and because of time dilation on Earth, it's like 23 years, right? So he's watching the videos of his kids growing up, because, like, you know, in the Earth world, his like kid is, you know, his son is like sending a message once every couple years or whatever, and he is probably under the impression that that's not doing anything, but it's just cathartic for him to blog, right? Man, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was crying. I was losing my shit when Matthew McConaughey was watching his kids age up. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I was losing my shit. It's just, that's the best scene of the movie, I think. So that shit's great. That was amazing. Right, so then they're like, okay. So then they're like, all right, so let's go check out another world. But wait a second, we only have enough gasoline or whatever, you know, fuel, right? To go check out one of the 2 nearest worlds. So then, you know, this leads into, like, so they hype up this guy named Mr. Man, a.k.a. Matt Damon. And so he's, like, the leader of the first mission to scout out all these planets or whatever to find whichever. So then they go to Matt Damon's world. And I love, one of my favorite parts about this part of the movie is when they go to Matt Damon's little cryo chamber and wake him up, and he just starts crying. Like, he wakes up and he starts crying. It's too good, right? Like, because imagine you're in this guy's shoes, right? You land on some shit fuck planet, right? You're out of food. Your only option is to go to sleep. and you know that when you go to sleep, there's like a 99% chance that you're never going to wake up, that you're dying. So you're basically killing yourself. Right? Like, so when you're going to sleep and you're Matt Damon, you realize you're on a shit-fuck planet, you got fucked, too bad. You go to sleep, and you know there's a 99% chance you're not going to wake up. So then you wake up, and you're like, whoa! And then there's another person, he starts crying. It's a great scene. Like, I'm not going to lie to you, I was crying a lot during this movie. It's very emotional. I'm just saying. I'm just being honest with y'all. And the music is, it's just, the music is incredible. Like, it's too good. It's too good. Anyway, so then they're on, like, so Dr. Man or whatever the fuck, is like, okay, check out this planet. There's like an I know this planet looks like shit. It looks like a fucking barren ice wasteland. But hear me out. There's this hole over there, and it's got some cool stuff in it, and we'll live in the hole. Yeah, we're gonna bring humanity to a fucking hole. Okay, alright, okay. You know, I'm in. So Matt Damon brings Matthew McConaughey to the hole, and tries to talk to him a little bit about this and that and whatever. Like, Matthew McConaughey's in his own world. He's trying to figure out a way to get back to his kids, right? Who are now, like, as old as he is. Anyway, so then Matt Damon is like, okay, I'm going to take your radio out of your helmet, and then I'm going to fucking kill you. So that's crazy! Matt Damon's insane! So then we find out that, like, you know, so the original, like, mission, the Matt Damon mission, was they're supposed to, like, all individually go to, like, different worlds to check, right? But there's only enough fuel or resources or whatever, because resources are in such short supply on Earth or whatever. There's only enough resources to, like, do a one-way trip, right? And then you look at the world you land on, and then you press a button that says this world could have life on it, right? And so that's the idea, is you go there, Matt Damon realizes, oh shit, this world is a dud. Like, he realizes that probably within a couple hours or minutes even, right? And he's like, oh fuck. So I'm done. It's over. This is the end of the road. And then I love the part where he's talking about fucking, you know, if you know you're going to die, there's a 100% chance that you're going to die. But if you press a button that says that this planet is habitable, there's that 100% death rate goes to 99% chance you're going to die. So you push the button. It's your survival instinct or whatever. Right? And it's like, can you really blame him for pushing the button? Like, yeah, sure, he fucked everyone over. But also, that, like, you know, you put a human in charge. Why not put robot? Why was this even a manned space mission? Why didn't they just do, like, the robots? Why didn't they have, like, the TARS people, like the robot guys? Which, by the way, I love the robots. The robots in this movie are phenomenal. I love the character and the sarcasm and stuff. I think that whole thing, that section of the movie, all the robot stuff is great. But anyway, why not have the robots do it? I don't know. So anyway, Matt Damon presses the button. His possibility of dying goes from 100% to 99%. Right? And then there's that scene where, like, Matt Damon and Matthew McConaughey are, like, fighting each other, and they're going, like, oh, right? And then Matt Damon starts doing the headbutting, right? Boom, boom, right? And then Matthew McConaughey is like, there's like a 50-50 chance you're going to die. And then Matt Damon's like, that's the best odds I've had in a long time. You know, because you land on the planet, your chances of death are at 100%. Not good. You don't want to die 100% of the time. 10 out of 10 times dying, not so good. So then his chances of death, right, when he presses the button, go to 99%. Still not so good. But then all of a sudden it's 50-50. Damn, right? Like, so he's willing to take the risk. So anyway, he tries to, like, fucking go back on and, like, hijack their spaceship to go to another world and leave them stranded or whatever and just basically take over the mission. But he fails to, like, get into the spaceship. By the way, like, he sets a bomb or whatever, blows up another main character, but, you know, that was a little sad. But anyway, and so he goes up into the spaceship and then fucks it up. He blows it up because he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing and is an idiot, right? So his probability of dying goes from 100% to 99% to 50% or whatever. So far, so good. But then he, whoops, just forgot how to fly a plane, and then he blows up the fucking spaceship and kills himself. I loved it, though, because he's on the radio trying to talk to the other characters. And he's like, I love how they style it, because he's like, I'm taking over the mission, I'm gonna save the world, or whatever. Like, he's in the middle of starting this grand speech, and then he blows the fuck up. I thought it was great. Like, I thought it was phenomenal, right? So he's like, trying to land his little thing in the docking bay on the spaceship, and then he's like, I'm gonna take this mission over. It's all about the mission. We're gonna save humanity. And then he blows the fuck up. It's great. It's wonderful. So then he dies. He's blown the fuck up. So he's dead now. And then so Matthew McConaughey is like, oh fuck, we gotta get into that spaceship. And now because Matt Damon's a fucking moron and he blew up the spaceship, that the one, like the main spaceship is spinning or whatever, right? And that's a plot point. But, you know, Matthew McConaughey is able to land on the spinning spaceship. Who knows how, right? But he did it anyway. And then eventually, you know, so there's 2 characters left. Everyone's dead. The mission's over. You know, it's all a fuck. Meanwhile, by the way, I forgot all of this is happening as, like, the Earth timelines are converging. Like, there's giant dust storms, right? Like, you know, like, a bunch of people are dying, right? Like, you know, it's crazy as shit going on Earth, basically. And so, like, this whole time, like, the thing I love about this movie is, like, it's like a 40-minute climax, right? Like, that whole thing with the ice world, and then, like, when Murphy's on Earth going to the bookshelves or whatever, it's like a 40-minute climax. The music is, like, banging. Like, it's getting louder and louder, and it's like, whoa! And then you're cutting back and forth, and there's explosions, and, like, she's, like, trying to, like, look for books or whatever, and the music is getting louder. I was freaking the fuck out. Now, again, I'm watching this movie on shrooms, right? And now, like, I'm 2 hours into the experience. I'm firmly, like, I'm feeling pretty something. I'm feeling something. And so, you know, okay, so, and I'm strapping the fuck in, because I know I've seen this movie before. So I know that there's like a 40-minute climax. Like, the rest of the movie is just going to get more and more and more anxiety-inducing, right? So anyway, Matthew McConaughey goes to he tries to slingshot around the black hole or some stupid space shit, and sends his other teammate to go to the other planet, right, to do the plan B with the fucking embryos or whatever. But then Matthew McConaughey goes into the black hole, because he's like, I don't want to go to this other shit-fuck planet. I'm not interested in this. I want to go see my kids. I don't know what's in the black hole, but, you know, it's probability. It's like, if I go to this other planet to do a colony with a bunch of people I don't care about, there's a 0% chance I'm going to see my kids again. You go in the black hole, who knows, right? So Matthew McConaughey goes in the black hole. Now, again, I'm on drugs watching this movie. And so when he's in the black hole, that shit was crazy. Like, when he's like touching the other character, but previously in time too, like during the fucking bulk or whatever, that part's cool. But like the effects, like the noise was amazing. The music was phenomenal. Now again, I'm hallucinating at this point. So the movie is like, it's, you know, the music is in my, it's, you know, I'm feeling it, like, you know, you know, anyway. So then he wakes up in this, like, fucking 5-dimensional hyperspace, like, bullshit, right? Or, like, time is, like, is you know, you can walk around in each, like, room, or each wall is, like, its own time period, right? So this part is the coolest part of the movie, in my opinion, right? So then this is when you realize, like, so he's in this, like, hyperdimensional, 5-dimensional realm of some kind. And, like, some abstract future being, it's like in 2001, when they're in the hotel room at the end, right? Like, it's all just a hallucination, but, like, a way for your brain to interpret the information in a way that makes sense to your brain, because we can't perceive 5 dimensions, right? So, like, you know, some outside force is making some construct that is a hallucination in our brain so that we can perceive above dimensional space. So anyway, so he's in this, like, repeating loop, like, tesseract bullshit of, like, bookshelves, and he realizes that every bookshelf is a different moment in time, and then he's seeing, like, oh, this is when I was a kid, or, like, my kid, or I left my kid, or whatever. He's crying. He's like, oh no, right? He's watching, like, his kids grow up through this bookshelf, and I'm losing it, man. I'm telling you, I am losing it. I'm not gonna lie, I was crying several times during this movie. So anyway, so he's, like, doing the bookshelf stuff. The robot is in the quantum verse as well. And the robot is like using their data instruments to like translate post, like, you know, because the whole point of the movie is on Earth they don't know what's in a black hole, right? So you can't solve like any problems with that. So then Matthew McConaughey's like, all right, we're gonna try to send them data of what's inside the black hole, from inside the black hole, from inside like the 5-dimensional hyperspace super reality, right? And like, so he like encodes the data on the bookshelf, right? Like, but there's like a watch on the bookshelf. And it's just great. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, it's hard to explain this movie. Like, if you've never seen it, you gotta watch it. This shit's crazy. I mean, it's really fun to watch, especially if you're on drugs. I mean, I cannot overstate how fun this movie is to watch on drugs. And this is why I call it a masterpiece, right? I don't care. Like, this is such a good experience watching a movie like this on drugs. And I say that about Inception, too. Like, yeah, watching a movie, okay, it can be fun to watch. But damn, when you watch a movie like this, when you are like tripping the fuck out, it is intense. It is intense. Like the emotional experience. Like that's the thing about like doing drugs, right? Like when I do shrooms, like I experience time dilation, right? So if a 3-hour movie, watching a 3-hour movie on mushrooms feels like I'm watching like a fucking 10-hour movie, right? Because it's so long, right? And like every second feels like it's like 2 seconds, like when you're on shrooms, right? And it's like, so like I am like freaking the fuck out because it's like I feel like I've been watching this movie for like literally like days and days. Like it's just like I'm here absorbing this experience, right? And then they do like the loop at the start of the movie, right? That's where the loop from the start like to the black hole. It's a perfect synchronous loop, right? And I was losing it when the characters are crying because they're seeing the world end and he's trying to like save his kid or whatever. I was losing it. I was very emotional, let me tell you. So anyway, then he solves the problem, like his daughter like finds the data and then solves the problem in the world, and then he wakes up in the future and sees his like 98-year-old kid because of like relativity or whatever. So his 98-year-old kid is dying, right? And so he goes in, says hello to the kid. Now this scene was weird. I have to say the ending is a little strange, I must say. So, okay, so he sees his dying child, who's 98 years old, right? She's just dying of natural causes, I guess. And her entire family, right? Because I guess she saved the world or whatever and had a family. She has a large family. So Matthew McConaughey goes in there and no one in the family is, oh, hey, grandpa, great-grandpa, oh, you saved the world. So he walks up to the kid, Murph, right? And they have like a small conversation. It's like, okay, that's great. I was tearing up during that too. And then Murphy's like, all right, get the fuck out. I'm going to spend time with my real family. And it's like, what? That's crazy. Like, I don't know. Like he he did so much bullshit to save the world and you get like a 2-minute conversation, like, come on. That's insane. And that no one else was reacting. They're like, okay, Anyway, this movie is great. I can't heap enough praise on it. I'm a huge fan of the Nolan verse. This movie and Inception, in my opinion, are must-watches. If you... And again, I don't recommend anyone do drugs because they're illegal and they're bad. And if you do drugs, you're going to go insane for the rest of your life. It's just, you do drugs immediately and then you turn into this. Right? You don't want to turn into this. But if you are going to turn into this, like you're on the train, right? And it's not going to stop. And you are going to turn into this, I recommend watching a movie like this on shrooms. Unless, you're a sane person that doesn't need drugs to feel good or what. I don't know, man. I just, I have to say this shit. But anyway, it's when you're watching a movie like this on shrooms, I can't recommend it enough because it's 3 hours and it's like, it feels like it's a 10-hour experience. I get so attached to the characters, right? And then like the fucking effects are great. The tidal wave, the tsunami bullshit. Oh, it's just all so fucking good. Oh, it's just too good. So I had no idea. Apparently people in the chat are telling me people don't like this movie. Anyone who doesn't like this movie, I'm willing to say if you don't like this movie, you have a low IQ. And I don't know, like, is that fair for me, right? Is that okay that I'm saying that? Maybe. I don't know, but if you don't like Interstellar, you have a low IQ. You're a stupid fucking moron. Like, I don't, like, it's that simple. It's just, There's no, I don't need to explain it. Like, you are a complete fucking dumbass. Like, oh, I don't like the movie, it's too long. Right? Oh, I don't like the movie because of this and that. You were disappointed by the end. Sinkhole, what the fuck? You got a goddamn low IQ. That's like a disease. Like, you should see a fucking doctor. I don't...
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
I don't know what to say. What? The ending is amazing. Now, again, it's a little weird, right? Like, with the kid in the deathbed, and the kid's like, oh, hi, Dad. By the way, I'm dying, so get the fuck out. Right? That part's a little weird. But the black hole quantum verse? Oh! I'm in! I'm all the way in. Oh, it's such a good movie. It's so good. It really is. It's a phenomenal film. And I forgot to mention John Lithgow's character. I love his character at the start of the movie where he's just like the cantankerous old grandpa. I love it. I love his character. Just throwing that in there. I should have said that earlier. But damn. Damn right I'm ableist and I'm proud. I am a proud ableist. If you don't like Interstellar, you're a fucking idiot. Quote me on that. Clip me out of context, motherfucker. If you do not like this movie, 1, you have a low IQ. 2, go fuck yourself. 3, you're a dumbass. I don't know what else I need to say. Oh, it's so good. It's such a good movie. What streaming platform did you watch it on? It's on nothing that I could find that I have, so I ended up renting it for a couple bucks. Okay, Sinkwell says, there are so many cool concepts, enjoyed the fourth dimension, just felt like the whole family story was hokey. I'm telling you right now, I love the characters in this movie. I don't know if it's the drugs. I don't know if it's the mushrooms. I was crying. I was crying my eyes out, like, at a couple moments. Like, I'm telling you, like, that part after the water world where he's watching his kids age up, I was losing it. I was crying. Like, the end when he's in the... I was very attached to the characters. But that's probably because I was on the drugs. And that's why I say, like, a movie like this is going to be so much better on drugs. I can't... It's going to be worse, actually, because drugs are bad for you. And they're actually really bad for you. And it's going to turn you into this. So you don't want to turn into this. Right now, imagine... Hold up. I'm going to do the combination here. Okay, so hold up. We're going to put the fucking weird glasses on top of the sunglasses. That's right. Oh my god. This should not even be allowed. I feel like I'm going to have to go to the hospital. Okay, let's turn these on too. Yep. Now this is what the world really looks like. Anyway. It's a good movie. And if you don't like it, fuck you. Sinkwell, I swear to God, like, list of people who need a really good wedgie. Sinkwell. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, top 10 people on planet Earth that need to be stuffed in a locker in the next 10 minutes. Number 1, Sinkwell. Like, I want to see Tenet. I saw it already. But I actually saw Tenet on one of my first mushroom experiences. You know, because I've only been doing shrooms for a couple years now. It feels like a lifetime. But anyway, I remember when it first came out. But I don't remember watching the movie because I was so enthralled with other things. I was like pausing the movie every 15 seconds to do other things, and I honestly don't remember watching the movie too much. So I gotta watch it again. But I am aware that it's going to be good. How many inches of shrooms would I suggest? I don't discuss dosage. Although maybe I should. Have you seen A Scanner Darkly? No, I have not. See, Bob, that I agree. I agree with you. I'll only pause if I need to, like, you know, stretch or, like, use the bathroom. But, like, that was, like, I think it was, like, my second mushroom experience ever where I was watching Tenet, and I was just so enthralled with, like, walking around the house that I could not watch the movie. I was just so interested in, like, staring at, like, the wall and, like, you know, like, I was still at that point in my life. If I had a heroic breakthrough dose, probably. My first experience, I felt like I was dying. I felt the physical sensation of death. I was stuck in the gone zone for multiple eternities. I made peace with the fact that I was going to die. I had come to terms with all of my regrets. And then I woke up, and it was pretty cool. I was like, oh, so I had all the cool parts of dying, and then I get to wake up. That's awesome. But I've had a couple of experiences that have been similar to that, but not at the same level. Scanner Darkly is worth it. I will add that to my list. All right. Interesting. All right, that's pretty much the show. That's the stream for today. And that's all I got. Does anyone have any questions, comments, or concerns? QCock. That's right, everybody. We are entering the QCock portion of the program. QCock. Today is the portion of the program. Yes, I know that you can say QCock. I love QCock. How about if you love QCock so much, give me a fucking question, comment, or concern. How about that, motherfucker? You can't just say, "Oh, I love QCock." Oh. Okay, great. Me too. Where's the question, comment, and concern? How was my weekend? What is it, Monday? Oh, fuck, Better Call Saul tonight. Ah! I'm so excited. Better goddamn call motherfucking Saul. And not T-minus 9 hours. I am in. But how was my weekend? Very good. I had a good time. Well, you got 9 hours to catch up, Courtney. Any updates on my personal projects? Nope. That's all I got. I'm out of content. I emptied the bag. You know when, like, you come home from the grocery store and you got, like, a bunch of candy and shit, and you just flip the bag upside down? Like at Halloween, you know, you just flip the bag upside down on the table. That's me, but with my content. That's me. I'm just... And now, I'm just whipping the fucking plastic bag around. It's empty. I'm just whipping it around. You know, there's nothing there. You fucking crumple it into a ball, and you throw it in the fucking corner of the room. What did I eat today? I had potatoes, leftover pasta, and ghost pepper salsa. Is my discoloration still there? Remember when the stream started and I had an epic discoloration right there? Like, go back and watch, like, the opening to the stream. I had, like a giant discoloration, and it's like... I think you can kind of see it still. It's insane. It's crazy. Did I hear about Dave Chappelle opening up for John Mulaney unannounced last Friday night? No, and I don't know who that is. John Mulaney? My dogs ran a raccoon up an electric pole this morning. The trash bandit came down, fought a couple rounds, then hid underneath a wagon until they lost interest. You could write a fucking book about that shit. That's a crazy story. Damn. 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 So, real quick, it's my birthday in a week, 8 days. If you want to give me a birthday present, you can do so on PayPal, Cash App, or Patreon. It's an option. You know, it's an option. Gotta fucking, you know, it's an option. So, just throwing that out there. Where's Max? Max! 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 Oh, he's coming. Maxie! Max! Max! Think about this. Come on, Max. Come here, buddy. If you don't give me money, this dog is not going to make it. Come on, Max. Come on. Come on, Birdie. Come on up. Look at him. He's so emaciated he can't even climb up onto my lap. Come on, Maxie. Come on. Come on. See? He can't do it. He's starving to death. He's starving to death. And you need to give me money so I can feed him. So, look at this fucking dog. Wow. Look at this dog. Oh, there he goes. Alright, so I'm going to have to go and take this dog outside so that he has a good afternoon. Every day when the stream is over, I take Max out and, you know, it's part of the ritual. So right now he's thinking, lady, hello, it's about time I got to go pee. That's what he's thinking. And I'm like, Max, I'm trying to get money for you to live. You're gonna fucking die if I don't solicit donations on the internet. God, this fucking dog, he's so big. Like, oh. And when I was watching Interstellar yesterday, like, during the black hole portion of the movie, like, Max, like, ran onto the bed and jumped on me, like, and started, like, laying on me while I'm watching, like, the climax of this movie. And I was like, Max, this movie is too intense. I am on drugs. I cannot deal with you licking my face right now and putting your, like, digging your paws into my fucking throat and, like, clawing around. It's crazy. Anyway, that's the show. Y'all have a good one. I will see you tomorrow.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing.
The fossil fuel industry, they weigh in so significantly. I mean, how could it be?
all of a sudden we can't talk about Neanderthal DNA anymore.
That will enhance our underlying effort to accommodate the Russian oligarchs and make sure we take their ill-begotten gains. We're going to accommodate them. We're going to seize their yachts, their luxury homes, and other ill-begotten gains of Putin's kleptocracy. Kleptocracy. The guys who are the kleptocracy. But these are bad guys.
So notice something. I defended him on his bad joke because I have standards and I have principles.
They're coming all over the place.
It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day. Every day it is time for us to agree.
Get your words straight, Jack.